All right, we should be live. Let me obviously double check. Are we live till 11? You get me for an hour tonight. Today's Mother's Day, so happy Mother's Day to anybody if you're still on the date, the 9th of May. Did I say April? I totally did. It's May. Let me change that real fast. Okay. Oh, okay. I think it worked. I'm not really sure. But we're gonna be doing lives. We're gonna do like 2 or 3 sprints, and we're gonna call it a day because I do need to go to bed. Normally the plan is to do these earlier in the day, but I was with my mom all day because, that's kind of the point of today. So I spent time with. If you have a mom that you care about and stuff, obviously everybody's life is different. I have a mom who I very much cherish, whom I enjoy quite a bit. So I spent the whole day with her and my little sister and my brother and things. And yeah, that's kind of what I did today. So I figured I'd come in here and we can do some last minute sprints. I have a total of, hold on, 484 words I need to write today to hit my quota. So that's the goal. Just to write 484 words. Actually, the goal obviously is to write more than that. And we're breaking on the ruling. Sorry if there is a little bit of lag because I can see it on my own camera. I'm not entirely sure why, so I couldn't tell you that reason, if I'm being honest. Why now is it that reason? Yeah, am I? Okay, cool. So yeah, I couldn't tell you why there's lag, but there is lag. So I do feel a touch bad about it. But I'm working through the ruling. I was gonna check and see. I start working on Broken Boys Draft 3 on. See, that's not right. I changed this date. Yeah, to May 16th. Isn't that right? Sir. Yeah. Yeah, I think it is the 16th. I think it's next Sunday. I think I'm so this whole week to work as far to the ruling as possible. Oh, it's because it's not there. But that makes sense. We're not there yet. So yeah, that's the plan. I feel like we should probably get started for our first writing sprint. I think it's gonna be 20 minutes long. I think everyone's gonna be 20 minutes long. I think the goal is to get 3 in here. So I mean, we'll see. Or like 3 sprints. I don't know if the last one will be 20 minutes long or not. I'm looking for my force so I can be present in my life. Okay, 20 minutes. For the rolling, before we get started, just so I can give you guys on update. We're currently starting chapter 5. The scene I'm very, very excited about. Scene going forward, this is the only scene that I have that's like fully planned and outlined. But I'm very, very I am quite excited. We've raised attention a little bit, but we're currently sitting at 12,836 words. So I would love to hit 13K, 14K for trying to push the limits here. I'm not really trying to push my limit here, but you get my point. You get my gist. So yeah, every chapter past this, though, every scene past this, scene 2 through 4, since there's about 4 scenes per chapter, is where I go with. Normally I find a groove and I do it. At this very moment in time, there's about 4 scenes per chapter, and so I will be having to be outlining for the greater portion of this time. I really need to go and outline bigger chunks, but it's kind of like it's a little bit everywhere. All right, let me share my timer with you. Then I'll mute myself. Oh my god. Very sorry, the quality is not great. My mic, like nothing to turn on, which made me concerned. And then, like, if you guys don't know, like, StreamYard is only through Google Chrome. Anything Apple Chrome is like literally the worst thing you could ever do to your computer. At least older version of an earlier version of the MacBook, which is what I write on. Yeah. Plus, it's raining. It's like fucking thunderstorming outside, which doesn't help. But that's okay. We'll make it work. Ah, now I'm black. Why do I have a... Please tell me it's because I'm setting up a timer. I genuinely don't know, and I genuinely want to know. Makes me anxious. Okay. I'm just trying to make it work. We'll see. I'm gonna go ahead and play on this first timer. Once I get it full screen for you guys. Which I don't know if that was my idea or not. That's what we're doing. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Yeah, I'm just gonna wait until. Well, I might be wanting to do 2 sprints. Is it? Okay. Sure. As long as the timer works, that's all I care about. There she is. Okay. I'm gonna mute myself as I listen to copyrighted music while I write, just to get my brain zoned. This is the first sprint. Depending on when this is over, will determine on how long our next sprint is. But yeah, I hope it cuts for you guys. Okay. First sprint is done. More than likely for this live stream, because like I said, I did have to start later than I had hoped, and I can't be up super duper late tonight. We'll probably want to do like one more sprint, if I'm not mistaken. Very sorry that next Sunday will definitely be live longer, so I hope we get through a few more. But at least tonight, there's only probably going to be two. But currently, to give you like a word count update since I am writing. I wrote and let me know all the fun stuff that I love to hear about. If there is anything you want to share. I wrote 328 words. My big takeaway with the scene so far, though, since it is like a brand new scene, I had edited a little bit of scene 4, which is why we have some bonus words. But my big takeaway so far is that it's just really dialogue heavy. And so I made a note in the sideline saying that when I come back to edit it at a future date, if it's not, I tend to edit every chapter after I get done writing the chapter to make sure the flow is right and stuff, even though it's not really necessary. My mom reads these. And so it's just more like I don't want her to read the first draft. So it's like a 1.5 in my opinion. And so there's like a few structural changes that have only been made, like nothing huge because we're only in chapter 4 of the book. But that's the number one thing that I think when I do go back and edit this again for the second time before we move on to chapter 5, we'll be adding in some type of things, even if it's like someone throwing their thumb or something under those lines, because like it is just so hard. I get so distracted by like just constant constant dialogue. So like I get this that I don't really realize, hey, I need to be working, I need to be talking about what this looks like or this or that in between the dialogue because like you need more information than just straight dialogue. I mean, it's not my fault. They're in the middle of an alley right now. So like they're really a lot to talk about. Plus it's like pitch black at night. So you are rereading and making changes I need to make in the edits. My cat will not leave me alone. So this is going so slow. That's how my cat was the other night. Let's see if I can't get her onto. There she is. I can't. She's sleeping this time around. But the other night I could not work to save my life. But I moved my other chair closer. It was supposed to be my writing chair, but it's not. She's adorable, though. I agree. I love her to death. And she's mad at me because like we're supposed to be in bed right now. 19 minutes past my bedtime. But I was like, I have a live stream. If I don't do this, then I'm not going to get into routine. I get into a routine with you guys to be doing a live stream over here at least once a week, which I think will be on Sundays, which was the original plan to begin with, which is pretty funny. I think that's fine. I think we. So, we could talk maybe for a few more minutes since. Oh, I'm not supposed to be looking at that time. I'm supposed to be looking at that time. Playing on my papers and my laptop and keyboard. That is a good question. When you reread things, do you print it out? Because for instance, like Broken Boys, which is what I'm starting next Sunday, I had printed out a physical copy, like an e-arc, or not even, like a copy from KDP, and to get sent here so I can like have a physical copy. But I have found that I tend to like in certain drafts or whatever, I tend to like editing better on the computer than just doing like one of these. I'll probably get like the second to last draft of this again in one of these copies, but it won't be for a while. And things. So there's always something I'm very curious to learn how people edit and do their changes and their mark their changes and stuff. I have done print out the whole manuscript through like your printer or through like Staples or something along those lines, and I've also found that effective, but I didn't find it as effective as is like that. The only problem with printing out like a book in a book form, which is really cool to proofread or anything like that on those lines, it's not really good for like bigger looping things where it's like if I'm reading it in the Word document that I wrote it in or I transfer it over into, I can make comments while I write it, and then I can go directly back and reference those comments while I'm editing, which is the only nice thing. It's all right there. But I've also never really like I have like there's a story that I wrote when I was in like third grade that has like 7 different versions of it, but never like a revision draft, you know? And so like this was the first time that I'd ever done make revisions and stuff. I print out with notes section on the side, then go through and highlight what I'm working on. Oh, that's very interesting. I don't know if I know many people who do it that way. The notes section on the side. That's a very smart way to do that. Hello, Fritty. Glad you could make it. We're about to head on to our second sprint here in a minute. So if you guys have any times that you guys prefer or whatever, let me know. As it will probably be the final sprint of the evening, as like I said, I do have to go to bed. So only 2. And 1 in 3, but I was having technical difficulties, which does suck. For each type of change, so I can go back through and focus one time at a time. Yeah, that's what I did with this. Everything is color coded into a certain like thing, and I went through each color coding section at a time to fix like bigger plot changes or something along those lines for draft 2. Now draft 2 does not have a nice notes. Draft 2 is a little bit of a mess. This was draft 1. Now we're moving over to draft 3, which is like big structural changes. Draft 2 was huge structural changes though as well. So like I mean it's a mixed bag there, if I'm being honest with you, when it comes down to it. All right. So, what are we feeling? I could probably do the highest of like a 30-minute sprint, the lowest of like whatever you guys feel. I can't do anything higher than 30. I really don't do 30, especially when I'm doing sprints with like more than one person, because like I could probably stay focused for 30 minutes, but also I don't know if I could stay focused for 30 minutes this time around. So, it's a little bit of a mixed bag. But do let me know. 20 minutes? 20 minutes is perfect. That's great. Let's do 20 minutes. That's what the last one was, and I felt like it was a nice little steady pace, which is nice. Let me get that set up. All right. Let's pop it over there. And I wish everybody the best of luck and that they get some productive work done, as that's all that matters. And let's get. I'm going to mute myself, by the way, because I do play copyrighted music, so in the background, and I don't have headphones on me. Let's get started. I wish everybody the best of luck. Well, very well, Lee. How did everybody do? I am very curious. I will tell you how well I did. Over the 2 streams, I wrote 501 words, but I started editing chapter 4 as I forgot I didn't do that since I just jumped straight into chapter 5 to make sure the flow and everything is correct. And I'm really enjoying chapter 4, which is making me really, really excited. And so as I continue to do that tomorrow, I'm sure I'm going to get really, really boost to want to continue working on chapter 5, which is nice. It's really nice just to fall kind of back in love with the story. So those are always, I'd say, promises in my book. You can fall back in love with something. So let's see here. Let me go ahead and exit that out. And I'm going to update Peacemaker. Today's 9th. My total progress for the book. Did I hit 13K? I did. 13,335 words, what tonight brought me to, which is pretty good. 13,335. I should have hit my progress. Since I wrote 499 words today, which is, I guess I was probably like a little off. That seems to be how it always works, isn't it? Okay, so tomorrow is 570. See, if you guys don't know how this works, I'm on Rising to the Challenge. So it's like, it starts out small, but it finishes like real strong. So like the last day over in June 6th, which is like the end date for me, is 2,700 words. But I do expect to do a 10K somewhere in here. Oh yeah, I'm glad you finished the chapter. That makes me very excited that you finished the chapter. Now, it's pretty productive. I still have more to do, but I'm happy with it. That's also very good here. I'm very happy that this was helpful. I'll be live again next Sunday, earlier in the day for me personally. Right now it's 10:47. I don't know what time it is for you guys, and so I'm gonna be doing this probably. I'll probably stream it like I stream everything else, which is in the morning, which is a great way to do it. And it'll be like next Sunday is when we'll do it. But I'm gonna get off here. Thank you guys so much for joining and having a good time. Hopefully there's something you can jump over to work with somebody else. I have plenty of other live streams on the channel, but I can understand wanting to work with someone who is currently live. But yeah. I have one more chapter that I wanted to do today, but I think I'm gonna turn in and stop fighting with my cat. I totally understand what that I get you. Like when my cat wants to go to bed, it doesn't matter how much work I have to do. Like I never can get it done. Doesn't matter. Which is why I got really lucky that she decided to take a good old nap on that chair. Because if she wouldn't take a nap on said chair over there, this stream would never have happened. It would have been pointless. But yes, good evening, guys. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day or evening, wherever you're at, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.